to define Anders. Impossible. It's just so unique.
Levy de Weerd from left to right, Team Hull strip. What a season they have had. We're not even halfway done yet. Current world champion, a player, two players in this year's World Championships in Emre and Levy guaranteed. And here we are. He's getting us underway. Back post cross, Haaland up. We're going to see a lot of that.
Hansen, it wasn't. I think the pass was supposed to be to Hansen, not R9. But if I'm being honest, I don't know what to expect from this match.
Yeah, it's going to be fascinating. It really is, to see what this game has in store. Look for the incisive passes just like that from Anders in around the box. Expect it to be greened. He said by his own accord that he didn't play that well in his quarter-final match.
I agree with him.
Yeah.
Like, if you talk about Anders' standard, he wasn't comfortable. I do think when the stakes got really high, that's when he brought
when
up.
he rose.
Yeah. But if it's just like, if he's not on the main stage or the main stream and everything, I do feel like he doesn't reach 100% level.
What a day we've had so far. Let us know in those Twitch comments as well. What's been your highlight of the day? We'll try and pick a few out and
This is dangerous.
show our love to you as well. Graham Hansen inside the box. Green timed R9 will bundle it into the back of the net. No reaction from Anders. He knows he's got a huge marathon-esque escapade in front of him. It bundled into the back of the net, but the work was done before it with the step balls.
Definitely. When Anders finds himself in those counter-attacks in which you pull out some defender, in this case the right back, he will punish you every single time. So right back is right to cover, step over. He'll pass it to the player who's making a run. If you don't, he'll step over and just score a goal. So the main thing against Anders, which is easy to say, really hard to do, is to not let him on those 3v3 counter-attacks, because if he finds himself, he will score goals.
Chance here up the other end for Levy. Power shots with Erling Haaland. But does well just to get a body in the way. Penalties were needed to set up this semi-final. Will penalties be needed to once again set up a date with PSG in the grand final?
Hopefully not. I don't want to see you
sweating
again.
Well, it's Anders who's drawn first blood. With the 9-minute halves, there's plenty of time to download the data to see what each other is liking, not liking. You've also got two real geniuses behind our competitors in the coaching positions, heading up that coaching team at Team Hull. You've got Renzo, Daniel with RB Leipzig. What do they offer to you when you're looking at a player? I don't think there's any sort of... It's no mistake that when you have coaches like that behind you, the results also come their way. I mean, in the quarterfinals today, we had, what, 2 Team Hull players and 2 RB Leipzigs. 4 of the 8 players were coached by 2 of the same teams.
Yeah, I mean, I think a really great coach, and I mean top of the world coach, will bring a really good player into a championship, into a champion, you know? I do think that's what could happen with both Renzo and Coach Daniel as well.
He's already done it with Manu Bashore.
Yeah.
He was at the top of the mountain and on the other side for RB Leipzig. I mean.
Yeah, both of them. So let's see if Levy and Anders can be major winners.
Chance, beautiful step overs. Alphonso Davies does very well just to tuck around the back when those step overs are cooking. You don't want to be in the firing line.
Analysing the players that have been on a LAN tournament, Anders last year, Obru, Emre, and this year Matthias.
Yep.
I do think you have to be methodical, and I do think...
Offside?
No.
R9, in.
You have to take your chances.
I think maybe even Anders thought you were offside.
But it doesn't matter.
Let's just see that back. Just timed his run to perfection fired past the goalkeeper. There's a long way to go, so I'm not peaking too early.
Because just a millisecond later, offside.
1-1 at this current moment, so it seems perfect to ask the Twitch chat at home, what do you think this score's going to be? Let's hear some predictions. I'll write them down, and if you get it right, we'll give you a shout out. Let us know in the comments right now, what do you think the final score's going to be? Is it going to go to extra time? Is it even going to go to penalties? Let us know all the details right now. There's no better time to do it with the game tied up at 1 apiece. The run continues, R9 plays in Mbappe. Beautiful finish from Kylian Mbappe. The goalkeeper was nowhere near it. And Anders Verjgang back in front. We can just have a look at it here.
It was well defended. Because as you can see, Davis, he wasn't quick enough to tackle him. But again, if you remember...
A truly must-see semi-final between Levy de Weerd and Anders Verjgang, in which Anders has found himself back in front. Levy needs to
poor pass.
level this game up, and he could have been in there. Luke saying he thinks it's going to be 4-3 Anders. What's the matter? 4-1.
4-3 Levy.
Great name. I clap beans. 4-3 Levy. 9-3, but either way, so...
I mean, the last game was 8-2, so...
Yeah. 3-4, 5-3. Big boy Brandon, is that Brandon Smith on a different account?
I'm sure it's him.
On all account. Thanks for all those comments as we get back underway with the action. Bruno Fernandes. You see our finalist waiting in the wings. PhD. He's raring to go.
If we pull out the stats...
He's got his bag on. Pierre, you're not done yet, mate. The final's played tonight.
He looks like he's going to the hotel, right?
Get the bag off. You've got a game to play. Chance. Oh, no. Mbappe. Great save from Schmeichel. Just about keeps it out.
As I said before, if you pull out the stats, the player out of the whole competition with the most amount of possession, it was Levy with 54.87%. And I do think in this match, it's going to be approximately that. I mean, he's cooking with the build-up. I don't think he wants Anders to have the ball at all.
Yeah, because when Anders gets it, he comes forward and he looks like scoring.
Yeah.
5 minutes just above to go before half-time. Alexis Putellas into Ronaldo Nazario. Mbappe takes over. Van Dijk just gets in the way, and through a combination of himself and Maldini, he defends well. I've been practicing the R9 pronunciation.
So, how is it again?
Nazario.
That's brilliant.
Oh, it's bounced through, but Lloris dawdles off his line. Just gets there.
We gotta give props again to Anders as well, because as we know, he's been using his whole life the 4-4-2.
Yeah.
But again, the meta is the 4-3-2-1, so you have to master it. And he has done it beautifully.
Putellas. Van Dijk just about defends that one for Anders. He's got runners off the ball, but goes to a slow approach with Alexis Putellas out wide, and once again the width play is where these chances are created. The wing-backs, the full-backs, the most important players in the team. They offer you the out ball and they offer you the offensive overload.
Offside.
Just offside. Would you agree with that the full-backs are the most important players?
I don't agree with that.
Okay, thank you.
That's it, I don't agree with that.
Okay.
Do you?
Yeah. The full-backs.
What's with the full-back?
Let's move on. 2 minutes to go before half-time. Levy just playing for his last attack. You just saw a little glance there from Anders to the top left corner of his screen. Checking out the clock and seeing how long it is to go of this first half. He's won the ball back well.
Danger.
And there could be a chance here for Anders to pull bodies forward through the middle of the pitch. He's open, he's onside. R9, Hansen! 3-1 Anders on the stroke.
If you pull a fullback out of position, as in this situation, Davies was put out of position, 3v3 situation, he'll score every single time. It's just doesn't make sense how good he opens up the space and how good he capitalizes on your mistakes. I mean, this is the different thing one-off than the most important.
The fullback that gets forward, the one that's on overlap and sort of stretching the attack, is one of the, I would argue, the most important player in this team.
What would you say the most important player in the team is then?
For me, the striker.
Mine's the goalkeeper.
It's the goalkeeper.
So I can't defend.
If you want to talk about something we both agree on,
it's not the goalkeeper.
PH backpack.
Well, here we go, back underway. Anders Verjgang, 3-1 up, left to right. Graham Hansen in possession to the byline, looking for the driven pass, but Van Dijk does well. You were watching this in the wings, FG. Levy's got a mountain to climb, and that goal right on the half-time whistle would have been devastating.
Absolutely devastating. But the beauty of the FC Pro Open is it's 9-minute halves. There is plenty of time, as we see him on the attack now. An early goal would help him though, wouldn't it, Graf?
Yeah, definitely. And we could see it now.
Just, you see that player lock tease, goalkeeper, Schmeichel, all off his line. It never really looked on for Erling Haaland.
I want to ask FG, Levy has been doing well,
we'll ask that question in a second, because Levy stole the ball back high up the pitch. Corner will be given. Patea's over it, a little bit of goalkeeper movement just to the edge of the 6-yard box. Haaland. Grab Ashy question.
So Levy is able to manage to do in less than a second a fake player lock, a ball roll, and a trivela. Do you think you'll be able to do that if you're playing at home?
I think what we should do is we should change the perception and the perspective and say how good Levy is to be able to do that, because I can't even think that quickly. Honestly, the talent on show in the FC Pro Open is exceptional, and that's why they're sat here.
Anders with a 4th goal puts himself in a really, really promising position to go all the way here and meet up with PHC in our grand final. Jude Bellingham, edge of the box, De Bruyne can go on the left, can go on the right, step overs, teasing out the tackle. Ronaldo runs into Van Dijk. He's so dangerous in those areas where he just starts, you see the cogs turning and the step overs starting to come out and the different lanes of attack opening up, Graf.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much you can do in those situations. I mean, you're gonna have to right switch precisely. Maybe if you do that, it might not be enough. I want to ask you, because obviously FG, you've packed so many of the years. Which one do you say is the best you've tried?
I mean, in terms of team of the years,
yep,
I really, really like Jude Bellingham. No surprise, his FC items have always been good, but his team of the year is levels. But what I will say, team of the year, Maya Hamm, is worth every penny. She is incredible.
Must be nice for some. Bruno Fernandes just offside there as he plays the ball through.
Just a quick question for you, actually, from a defensive point of view. Would you ever consider putting a team of the year centre-back at full-back to defend against Erling Haaland?
I would probably use...
It's only Van Dijk, right?
Yeah, and he's not quick enough to defend like this. You cannot allow your opponent to cross, because if he crosses, you're done.
To stop the cross.
It's not easy.
Stop it at route.
Thank you, Mr. Buckley.
That's quite a lax touch there from Jude Bellingham in the centre of the park, but he has done well to pick up the pieces. A goal needed a minute here for Levy to really think about going on and winning it regulation time. Extra time gives him a little bit longer to score 2 goals, but Anders defensively has looked really sharp.
Impressive. I mean, we expect Anders to be offensively the best player in the world, but offensively has been amazing today. Pretty much the whole tournament.
Pateas, R9, game, set, and match. Anders Verjgang 4-1 up, cutting Levy apart at the back.
The job's not finished. Anders looks like he is on his way to the FC Pro Open final for his chance to get his hands on it.
We've seen so many attacks where he goes step over, step over, step over. That occasion it was just pass.
And I mean, the goal that he conceded, the 3-1, just a minute away from halftime, I think it destroyed him.
I mean, we saw Emery get beat heavily versus PhD. 4-1, 3-goal swing. If the next one goes for Anders Verjgang, it could be 2 heavy defeats, which is mind-blowing given how close the quarterfinals were. I think for me that shows the real importance of those quarterfinals. But Levy's not done yet, as he does get one back, and that puts us up at 4-2. What can he do in this final 22 will be the question.
He has to go for it. It's his last chance. He's had an absolutely amazing tournament so far. He's made it to such a great stage, but he has got an opportunity, and there is still time though.
There is still time, as you said. It's 4-1. Still a lot of time to go. Back PH. And I don't think you have to rush. I think you can still build up a little bit. You can take your time, and you have to defend for your life, because you cannot concede another goal.
PH Zin, by the way, is watching this in our live audience, looking super relaxed. He's got his fist on his head. He's chilling out. He's got a backpack on. His job, as you can see on the screen, he just looks super relaxed. His job now is to just get himself in the zone. But is he learning anything from this graph?
Yeah, I think so. I think he's learning that if you lose focus for a few minutes, you get punished twice.
I mean, look, after what PhD just did there, he can do what he wants. Like, that win was... It was just the goals that he was scoring and the level of the goals. This game's not done yet, though. Before we start talking about PhD in the grand final, we've still got a semi to go, because Levy has scored 2 goals, and he's got the margin to 1.
And I do, us as commentators, we have to apologize to Levy, because he kind of talked about how the game was nearly done.
Yep.
2 chances, 2 goals for 3, all to play.
And Grav seeing you through this final 15 minutes. The press is in as FG relocates himself back to the desk. Thank you very much, my friend, for joining us. Levy, in the blink of an eye, has found himself back in this game when, I'll be honest, we were writing his obituary. We were writing him out of this.
Yep.
Anders with Haaland, edge of the box territory. Nothing of it of this occasion. He's stepped on the press. He's been a little bit more aggressive. He's been a little bit more quick in his build-up play as well. He's Levy, and that slight turn up in acceleration has done him a world of good. Just putting Anders back against the wall. 77 minutes on the clock. 13 minutes left to play. Runners in the box, willing runners at that. But Vieira, strong. Levy now, just slowing it down ever so slightly, bringing Frimpong into play, who's got bags of pace and attacking ability as well. You can see at the bottom of the screen, Theo Hernandez, ready and waiting. Well, that's a bad switch. He's ready well though, as Anders, but Hernandez just got the wrong club out the bag. Didn't put enough on it. He's won it back though.
He's won it back.
Everything's going Levy's way.
Yeah, it is. And now it's a great pass to Frimpong. He'll control it. Look at Mbappe. Oh, Theo, nice defense.
It had to be. It had to be perfect from Hernandez. Great pressure, forcing Anders back.
And the constant press has to come. It has to come, because if not, Levy's going to lose this match.
Ronaldo, step overs into space. Mbappe's there with him. Hernandez steps in and steals the ball back. And steals another attack here for Levy.
Oh,
this game's getting ever so scrappy in the middle of the pitch. Both players losing the ball, winning it back and losing it again.
great ball. Maybe last.
4 minutes. Van Dijk. A huge tackle from Levy.
Yeah, and Levy cannot take.
Levy just needs to
go.
Just one attack, that's all he needs. And he'll know that. And the pressure, you can just see him, he's just trying ever so slightly to force it in. He's done well to find himself back in this game at 4-1 down. However, was it too little too late? 2 minutes on the clock for Levy to force extra time in what would be a truly
remarkable comeback.
took the words right out of my mouth. Theo Hernandez, he's read it really well. Haaland wasn't able to get there. Patea just nipped in front. As we go into injury time in your semi-final, a date with PhD. Mbappe back post. Haaland, he's got acres, but too far out. Bellingham recycling. De Bruyne. Oh, what a save!
Still, one corner, and we've seen Anders putting out the keeper way too much.
Let's have a look at this chance again. He recycled it. It goes back to De Bruyne. Power shot near post. Green timed.
I thought that was going in.
My voice did.
Still, we have
to play
that corner. Do you think it's...
Here we go. Let's see it. I think there's just a few more subs being made. One last chance for Levy to keep his FC Pro Open 2024 season alive. He will be in the World Championships. But for this single tournament, short corner, Ronaldo, De Bruyne. Edge of the box, Vieira, not the man you want. Van Dijk, not the man you want. You can't go backwards, Jude Bellingham. De Bruyne, finesse!
Out! And just scoring goals.
I thought the foul shot went in.
I thought it as well. So this might be a good question both for DH and his coach. Do you not?
Anders held on. In the end, Levy kept knocking on the door, and he had it slammed shut in his face because Anders Verjgang will be a grand finalist. Gramerson.
Amazing work by Anders, and this brings me a question. As you know, right now you cannot use 3 at the back or 5 at the back at competitive level, and I do think if you're using 4-3-2-1 with